Hello everyone, and welcome back to Real Austrian Heroes. Been away for the holiday celebrations, but now I'm back, ready to free Europe from tyranny. Which, I remember now, is going to be an amusing task. What am I building? Magistrate. What's the army like? The army's pretty crappy down here. I want to take Switzerland. Because stuff Switzerland, but don't have a large enough force to do so. Interesting. Munich still burns. I cannot repair this at this time. Got a reinforcing army, but very few men. Might be worth pulling them back, maybe. Cool. Is it spacebar or enter? Enter? There we go, it's enter, not spacebar. Forgot how slow the game is unless you put it into super speed. But let's go. Prussian army's going to do bugger all. The Russians are slowly going to make their way back here. Or they're just going to keep marching inland towards Moscow, because it's not like the Austrian army needs help or anything. It's not like they're alone fighting the bloody... Oh, look, they're pulling back, for damn sake. It's not like Austria is fighting for the French basically alone. Oh, cripes. It's not like bloody Britain has got any forces around, and it's not like... Oh well, bollocks. I call bollocks. Gunsmith. I'd rather actually have a gunsmith, believe it or not. Repair. Okay. Recruit German Fusiliers. Oh, good. Oh, right, I'm recruiting a few more infantry. We'll recruit a bit of cavalry as well. And we will carry on. Now, Stuttgart looks ripe for the taking. Now, I am more than imagining that the Swiss army is going to attempt to take this city. So I need to be prepared for when it does. So do I have any reinforcements I can I can move south? See, these guys are all on occupation control. 1,000 to repair the manufactory. Gonna have to keep that on my back pocket for a while. Alright. I want Switzerland gone. I want Stuttgart in my hands. What's the army look like? Don't know. Where's my spy? Exactly, he... Oh right, my best spy was killed. But I had a spy somewhere. Army... Where are my agents? I had a spy. Oh well, we'll just call him MIA. I'm sure I had a spy. A good spy. He was in Stuttgart. Oh well, bugger it. Construction, repairing, army. Full scale attack. Ooh. We're going to... Oh, can't demand their surrender. But we're going to full-scale attack. I don't actually have enough soldiers for occupation forces, annoyingly, but if I keep pushing inward, then they'll at least have to go past my armies, which will buy me some time. Attacker, Karl Mark von Liebrecht, who's my favourite general I've got in the Austrian army at the moment, and Mark Biomerschri, who is like a cavalry captain. What is that captain seriously thinking? Like, that captain's like, Sir! And in an underling going, Sir, there's an army of 1,500 Austrian soldiers coming this way. Mobilize the citizenry. Give them all shitty muskets. We've got to fight them. Oh, I'll just surrender. Well, you can't surrender. You have to fight at least. Fight. You have to fight and surrender with honor. You can't just surrender out of hand. It's kind of a bit insulting, really, to your country and to your military rank. So I suppose they should maybe at least fight this battle. But I am hoping to wipe them out, at least. Also, why are my guns always deployed in the most awful positions? Seriously, my cannons are not very well situated. What if I move some guns into here, have them set up on this hill, there they can move on to the army. We'll have the screen of skirmishers to cover them. Cavalry will deploy on the flank. Been a while since I played this. I've forgotten how fiddly the controls are. Alright. The enemy position looks fairly well managed, so I will keep a solid defensive line. No. Yes. First Lightfoot Grenadiers. General Staff, that's my main commander. He will go into the woods and provide a thing. Other general will go here. Alright, ooh. Where are my other... Why did the AI insist on putting the artillery in the most awful positions known to the universe? Also, mouse is very fiddly for this. I need to get right down to the gun sign. And look and see what the cannon can see. Should deploy them on the crest of this hill. Get it exactly perfect, guys. That looks good. Shit. Hit the wrong button. Okay. That was not my intention. Go away. We ain't withdrawing. How dare you even mention the word withdrawing. Alright, Jaegers. Deploy defensive stakes. They've got some cavalry. And we'd like to introduce them. Alright. Oh. You can tell it's been a while since I've been away, because I would have known to get everything sorted beforehand. Jaegers. Deploy up to the hill. Cavalry. Move onward to the flank. Infantry. Prepare to hold the line. Emergency secondary general staff. Move out to this flank. And I would recommend taking the first Lightfoot Greasers? Grenzers. The first Lightfoot Grenzers with you. Alright, Commander, you have your orders. Third Lightfoot Grenzers. You are to hold your position till further notice. I'm actually thinking... No. Advance up onto that hill, cover the artillery. Can I make these guys run? No, I cannot make them run any faster. Oh shoot, that cavalry is coming up. Also, my cavalry should probably run out of the range of the guns that are... You lost 5 men because of your own incompetence. Partly my fault. I'll take partial blame for that one. Good. Second Lightfoot Grenzers are moving up. Cavalry are moving in as well. We take down their general. We force them into this kill box. And we've got it covered. Infantry. Hurry up and get into position, guns. Don't have all day. Alright. Nearly there. Alright. This dip in the valley means it'll be interesting for artillery, but I do have the units on the flank. Alright, what can they see from here? Just to make sure they're not going to fire into nothing. They can see the flank of the enemy army, so I'm going to have them undeploy, unlimber, and fire at will. Alright, infantry. The Austrian army is proud of you. Today is your day. I'm disappointed about those 5 cavalry I lost. But oh well. I think they learnt their lesson somewhat. Alright. I always have the volume muted when I do these, but I can just faintly hear in the background the pipes of the infantry and the forces as they're mobilizing, which is pretty cool. Looks like they're going in advance directly up the center. Austrian army infantry is prepared. Troops on the hill are covering. Main guns are in position. And of course you're going to target the cavalry in the woods that you are not actually going to hit. Fire on the frickin' massive blocks of infantry, you numbskulls. Yes, those cavalry will be dealt with. But we'll deal with them in my way. Seriously. The Austrian cavalry are not going to go without a fight this time. They may not be the equal of the Prussians in terms of cavalry, but we do a good job. Right. Good. Guns. Target their general. Pulling the 1st Grenadiers. 1st Grenadier Regiment. Pull them up towards here. 1st Foot Greasers. Pull you back to there and have you run. Secondary General Staff. Keep your influence and maintain close positions. Rally! I know they don't need rallying, but they should have used Inspire. That was the right one. Oh. Infantry. Interesting. They look like they appear to be attempting to Zerg rush across the battlefield. You guys leg it. Canister. Canister. Point blank range. Oh, these Austrian riflemen. These Grenzers are freaking absolutely amazing. Oh, actually no. We're going to keep the canister shot because I have a strong suspicion about this. Alright, cavalry. We need to cover. What are they doing? Main guns. Fire! 2nd Lightfoot Grenzers. Must mean these Grenzers are amazing. Okay, back to solid shot. They appear to be mobilizing on the main line. Ooh, canister shots are going off. Take these armed citizenry down. You are men of Austria. You are warriors with honor. You will not be stopped by a rabble of French militia. We will outmaneuver them, we will outfight them, and we will destroy them. Cavalry are going to begin flanking attacks. See, their army is confused as to what section to attack, and that is when we strike. 18th Regiment Fusiliers of the line. 1st Lightfoot Grenzers. Your comrades on the other flank are doing admirable work. And I hope that you will join their heroic example. Alright, fighting all up and down the line. Artillery on the hill are still covering. These flank guns aren't as efficient as I thought they would be. They seem to be doing the job for now. Alright, where are my Austrian cavalry? Cavalry are mobilizing into position. Want to keep their strength up. Alright, it's looking good. They all appear to be bunching together. It will be quite hard to get the general, but it'll be alright. Rally, comrades. The 3rd Lightfoot Greensers have done an amazing job this battle. Quickly run, redeploy. Ready? Good. Now, they're in your position range, so I'd recommend... Ah, beautiful volley fire. They're concerned about casualties. First Lightfoot of the Grenadiers are going well. There's fierce fighting in the centre. I actually might pull these Grenadiers into here. How do I want to position them? About there. Apologies to run you guys around the battlefield all day, but you need to understand, I'm afraid. Cannonballs. Take the Fusiliers down. Right. Second Light Horse of the Austrian Cavalry. Deal with these guys, because they could possibly rally. And I think the cavalry deserve a taste of blood. Infantry up and down the line. Fire at will! Oh, look at the beautiful array of musket fire going on. Citizenry retreating, shots going off. The morale is broken, but let's crush it. Canister, do your job. Come on, loaded. Load. Fire! You only killed one soldier. Fire all guns. God damn it. Fire all guns. There we go. Their morale is completely broken. Infantry up and down the line appear to be holding. Now I want to be careful how I use my cavalry. But that's an opening I'm not willing to waste. I'm concerned about these guys on the flank who are coming towards to take out my cavalry. But if I pull these cavalry back, and these infantry won't have a time to get there, my cavalry wipe out their general, and victory will be assured. Main guns, rout these armed citizenry. Beautiful shots. These 3rd Lightfoot Greensers have done some amazing work. I wish I could upgrade. I wish I could assign level up points. The 2nd Lightfoot Greensers didn't do too bad either. But I wonder where the 1st Lightfoot Greensers, how did they earn some of those awards? Oh well. Excellent. The general is dead. Good. Alright, cavalry. I would recommend taking down these Fusiliers of the line. Well, they're not facing me, they're facing the other way. And these cavalry are just going to ride them down. Good. Completely break their spirit. Alright, we have a couple units left. We're still determined to do this fight. So let's just break them away. Also, we're just going to take them down. Canister shot. Target the 19th Fusiliers. Oh, I love the shots going off the battlefield, the smoke, the artillery. Use round shot. Look at this. One unit's already retreating. Alright, cavalry in position. Hold your fire. Ride them to the river! Make safe this city! Europe will never fall to France! Heroic victory. I like that. Europe will never fall to France. Well, I think in this day and age that is very true. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or very bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. Napoleon Bonaparte, French Emperor in general. That's actually a pretty good saying. Killed 1,500 enemy to the loss of 59 of my men. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I was gifted 120 Fusiliers. Good. Excellent work. Infrastructure. We will fix what we have broken because we are kind and benevolent. Recruitment of cavalry is good. We've captured a region. What absolute rotters. Shall we have at them? I say that's a good plan. Stuttgart. Oh, Strasbourg. You appear to be next on the menu. You have a substantial military force. This should be fun. Oh, Napoleon. I see. Would you like to take on my commander? Strasbourg will burn. It will fall. Then I am taking Switzerland. I'm going to mobilize a southern attack force and take Marseille. From there I'm going to confiscate your ports and take over Corsica. From there I'm going to move down and capture Toulouse and secure it against the Spanish attack, which I know will eventually show up. Meanwhile, my beloved general in the north is going to move over in just a lance thrust right through Reims and burn and take Paris. Once we've taken Paris, we move up, take Brussels and Amsterdam, reunite with the British Army and hopefully get them to land on our shores. From there, the world will be saved and we will turn to more pressing enemies, shall we say. Constantinople. Alright. What is our victory objectives, by the way? How's our government doing? King, prosperity, majestic, income next turn 1600. Don't have a navy upkeep, so it's pretty good. Taxing, 6 grand to support my armies. Policies. Bavaria. Oh, ministers trade. Okay. Alright. In turn. The French look like they're the French look like they're retreating. Yep, there appear to be some substantial French forces around. Oh, the British Navy versus the French Navy. Prussia seems to be doing bugger all. I might actually open up diplomatic talks with Prussia, if I can get them to bloody join in the war. I'd like Russia to move up. Seriously, Russia. I am having to hold my own here. And while my armies are more than capable of taking on the French, I'd prefer some backup. And no, that doesn't mean sending armies back to Moscow. Who did the Russians just fight? Swiss Confederation. I knew that was going to happen. Workers on strike. Why are you on strike exactly? Gonna build you some roads. Man up, guys. I think I don't have enough troops in there. Tell you what. We'll send some Hungarian Fusiliers and some infantry in there to help repress these riots. Not in the mood. Yeah, I don't care about unexploited resources. I have one gold to my name. Got armed citizenry. Who am I fighting? Doesn't appear to be too many veteran infantry. Plenty of cavalry, though. Do I have any military forces on standby that I could rapidly send? Don't want to deplete too much of my forces. And that's as far as I can get within one turn. So we'll call that a no. General Karl. I want to actually look at your stats. Attacking General, Superior General. I should give you your own army at some point. -1 morale. Bollocks. +3 command, +1 morale. That brings it back to 0. +1 morale. So he's 1 extra morale. Huh. Interesting. Cool. I should actually send this general. You are now commanding the army. Oh, well. Actually, do I have an army in the south? He has a general. I might send you to Munich, where you can command the forces in Munich. Meanwhile, looks like I cannot get that militia because they're 1 turn out. I have no cavalry to support in that force. I need to hold Stuttgart, so I can't abandon any forces from Stuttgart. I'd actually appreciate another unit of cavalry or another battery of artillery if I had any lying around. Army. Cavalry. Oh yes, diplomatic relations. I was going to open up some and talk to the Prussians. Good evening. I would like you. No, cancel. Joining wars. Like they joined the war against France and Spain. And I will offer them national debt and conscription, plus indefinite military access, plus plus no, I just offered them everything basically. Same proposal. Yes! Alright, I've given them some Voth technology, which is a bit of a blow. And I've given them military access to my lands. But the Prussians are now at... No, that's France. Prussia is now at war with Spain and France. Oh, that should buy me some good time. Hopefully, the Prussians will take Hanover and move south. They'll maybe take Amsterdam and Brussels. Probably meet up with me by the time we take Reims, so we can both take Paris. Although I'm taking Paris, not the Prussians. I consider that very good. Alright. Building constructed. Intern. France. Let's see what the French have to say about this. Great Britain. The British Navy is doing bugger all and they're marching troops around the south coast of England again. Russia appears to be sending some troops around. Russia seem to be sending some more troops around. Russia just... I swear that Russian army just likes staying out in Vienna. They just like visiting the Opera House and all the stuff I've got going on there. Ooh, a spy. Good. Now I like to think big picture for my spies. So we're going to send you not to Strasbourg, but to Rennes. Cavalry. Transylvania. Spy. Stuttgart. Do not have enough for a star fort in any sense of the word. Alright. Infrastructure is looking... It's called basic roads. Industrial centre, manufactory, gunsmith. Probably worth building a manufactory, I'd say. We should also think about upgrading some of our opera houses for the plebeians. Alright, where are these bloody mines? 800 plus 1 region wealth, okay. I'm gonna have to fight that in a little bit, aren't I? Hey, it's you. Your new posting. Congratulations, you now command this city. And don't say it's not everything I ever told you. Also, I've realized I only actually have one real army. Very veteran, well-trained, well-equipped army. But I only actually have one army and pieces of other armies. Alright, gonna send elite cavalry to help reinforce this, to help reinforce Stuttgart. Because the cavalry there are looking a little bit thin. Right. Venice. What have we got? I should really build a grand opera house. I've been neglecting my capital for a while. Oh, we should build this. 15,000 gold. I might do that at a later point. I should start taking more pride in my city. Just because I'm fighting wars doesn't mean that I can't enhance the welfare of my people back at home. So, what have we got that we can... What have we got that needs upgrading? Oh, a nice lumber mill. Oh, yeah, we can do some of these things. Switzerland. I want to crush this army and then take Switzerland, destroy it. But I can't risk the armies of Stuttgart. But I could risk Innsbruck. Would Innsbruck be able to do it? Well, what's the army in Innsbruck actually like? They're not the most substantial. If I have any military forces anywhere I could quickly gather to mobilize. What about Venice? I can mobilize some cavalry. It's a militia. Better than nothing. What's the army in here like? It's not going to be enough to take a city. I'll have to think about it in the long term. Alright, we might end this turn, do the next one, and call that a part. It's probably a bit shorter than my normal Real Austrian Heroes videos, but you know, I think it's certainly be easier to encode and upload for a change. Right, the Prussian army. Let's see what Prussia has to do. Just because you've declared war on both France and Spain doesn't mean that gives you the right to not help out. Seriously. The rest of the nations of Europe are doing shit all. It's like, okay, we're gonna That's what they're doing. That Russian army is patrolling the borders of Venice. That's what it is doing. Target sacrifice opera house. Damn it, there's a spy in my city. I like my opera house, and I'm repairing it. I'm also going to up the roads. I'm also going to get my bloody spy. back down here to do a bit of counter-espionage. Do gentlemen be able to take spies? Don't think so somehow. Actually, speaking of gentlemen, if I get you, who seem to be pretty pathetic, you, and if I send you, oh, Town Intellectual Center, PayPal states, surely it was Town Intellectual Center, allied to the Russians. Russians won't mind me studying at one of their universities. Alright, cavalry, excellent. Look at this, good veteran cavalry, veteran artillery, good infantry. Oh, the 3rd Light Foot did get an upgrade. That's good. They deserved it. Bavaria. Where was I up sending forces to? Venice. It's not Venice, sorry, that's Vienna. Where was I sending military forces? Where was I training troops from? Innsbruck, Munich. Okay, Munich. Right, I was upping the military in Munich to act as a secure guard. Okay, that makes sense. Right, before we go, let's have a look at the diplomatic relations. France? No, Great Britain seem to be very good. Prussia are certainly nice and friendly. Austria, Russia, Saxony. Trade partners with Britain, but they're not really friendly with them. Spain appears to be pissing off the entire world. France appears to be pissing off the entire world as well. But they seem to be being driven back, which is good. Myself, I'm slowly getting there. Ottomans. Ottomans, interesting. Gonna have to keep an eye on them. Plus 107. National leader not respected. Why is my national leader not respected? Minus 18 historical grievances, plus 15. Territorial expansion, minus 6. Well, if you actually stood up Russia, then maybe that would be good. 42, 33. Trade agreement, enemy of enemy is my friend, religious differences. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna go to Russia, and we're gonna the thing, and we're gonna ask for public schooling, but in return we're gonna give them we're gonna give them national debt and conscription. There you go. Wait, what ought to command them? Really? Well, King George, you're a dickhead. And that's where we'll end it for today. So, thank you very much for watching, audience. Hope you enjoyed this shorter version of Real Austrian Heroes. And I'll join you next week at the same time, where that's going to be burned to the ground, and that's going to be burned to the ground. Alright, until next time, I will see you all later.